It changes throughout the seasons. They all have something to offer.
There's so much right at our doorstep.
For me, the nature park makes Kimberley.
A lot of snowshoeing. Yeah, snowshoeing up to Myrtle Mountain, having a picnic, perfect.
I love to ride across town and enter in at Swan Avenue on my bike, and that's my happy place.
It's funny, you go into the park with a plan of where you want to go, and it always changes. That it's not just all about recreation, it's also about that conservation and the education piece as well.
The snow on the trees, and you just ski along, and it just feels so good to be out there.
It's pretty special in the winter for me.
It's kicking rocks off trails.
It's a massive amount of maintenance.
I think that we can all give back a little in little ways to benefit everyone. Riding in and those first couple of hills and being out of breath.
When we do treks up to Myrtle Mountain, that's really the good one.
It's a very steep trail going up.
It takes a while to get there, so it's worth the effort.
It's catching my breath and then looking out over the Rockies.
You cannot not look around. It's stunning.
Sound really gets dampened by the snow.
The sounds are muffled as you ski along, and it's quiet and peaceful and calming.
We encourage the schools to use the park. We take all the grade 6 kids out in the spring every year.
I learned that the park was shaped by glaciers. The nature park is a fun place to learn science.
The park is dotted with ponds and crisscrossed with streams that appear out of nowhere and vanish again into the ground.
And one of the most interesting water pieces of the park is Eimers Lake.
We've been suppressing fires for a long time in the nature park. In spots the forests are unnaturally dense. Hand thinning and prescribed burns are now returning things to a more natural state.
One of the things we've noticed in Eimers Lake in the last 3 or 4 years is an increase in algae growth in the summer. So where we're taking water samples to see just what's in the water.
Creek Trail's got its own little ecosystem going on. You're in a bit of a gully, and it's a little darker, it's a little wetter. There's lots of cedar, and it just feels like a whole different spot in the park.
Oh, my favourite place is Dipper Lake and beyond. I like to ski across Dipper Lake. It's a really beautiful place.
There's an explosion of colour with the larch trees turning.
I'm just stunned at how much gold is out there. And every year I kind of forget.
It's quite a magical experience to watch them turn.
Sunflower Hill's pretty special, yeah, and very unique for the nature park.
At certain times of the year, it's completely covered by wildflowers. If you go in there at the right time in May, it's just stunning, and it's covered with yellow balsam root. It's just a really neat part of the park to visit and a great place for a walk.
I've chosen to start giving back and getting involved and helping out in protecting the park and developing it for future use.
I hope, to see more support. We can all give back a little in little ways.
It was a big eye-opener for me to see that it's not just a matter of getting out and enjoying the trails. It takes effort to keep those trails in a condition that people can enjoy them.
When you have those volunteers out there contributing and getting more people involved, I think the whole community rallies behind it and starts to really value it for the asset that it truly is.